Hey fellas, it's Chris Bolts. Make sure you do like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And this is going to be on this article right here. As you can see, this is from BJJ over on Instagram. Make sure you go give them a follow. They have really good jiu-jitsu content. And the title of this article right here is Ffion Davies details the many times she was victim of sexism in jiu-jitsu. Wants to change the sport. Now, right off the bat, it makes it sound as though the jiu-jitsu is worse than what it really is. And there may or may not be some sexism in jiu-jitsu. There's sexism in everything in life, you know. Let's see what she has to say. Let's go down right here. Let's go ahead and click on this article and let's see what it has to say. Welsh Jiu-Jitsu champion Ffion Davies has never been one to back down from a challenge, whether on the mats or in addressing the uncomfortable realities of sexism in martial arts. Now, what do we mean by sexism in martial arts and all? We must understand Ffion Davies is at the pinnacle of jiu-jitsu for women. She is a world champion. She has competed against the likes of Mackenzie Dern. She's competed against so many high level jiu-jitsu practitioners, and I don't know all the women because I don't follow women's jiu-jitsu that much or anything. I mean I know some of the names here and there, like Ffion Davies, like Mackenzie Dern, like Chris Cyborg, women like that. But for the most part, I stick to the men's side. I follow men's jiu-jitsu because, hey, I'm a man. But let's see what she has to say. This is what she says right here. I was so used to hearing sexist jokes, sexist comments, things like, this move isn't for you, you're a woman, and just walking away from it. She revealed, well, you know what? Over the course of my jiu-jitsu career, I'm currently only a blue belt first degree, currently sitting out because I've had some surgery, some injuries, and I'm trying to get ourselves back to health. I've been told certain moves are not for me. In fact, there's a whole bunch of moves that are being done in jiu-jitsu that I'm just looking at. Who the hell would ever do that in a street fight? Who the hell would ever do that in a competition at my age? Like, you see them doing Barambola rolls or even trying to do Imanari rolls, things like that, trying to get into a truck position. It's like, who would do that? I probably would never do such a thing. So being told that this is men telling ourselves, no, that's probably not going to be something that I'll ever be able to do or anything like that. So I don't consider that to be a sexist comment and everything. This move isn't for you. You're a woman. Hey, you know what? Go out and prove them wrong. If you think it's a move that a woman can do, go out and just prove them wrong. That doesn't sound like it's sexist to me or anything like that. It sounds like it's more judgmental more than anything. And we all get a little bit of that judgment going on here. Her words reflect an issue that many female athletes in combat sports have encountered, the casual dismissal of their abilities based solely on gender. You know how many times I've been casually dismissed because of my age, or casually dismissed because I'm not that athletic? You know, it happens. It happens. What you got to do is not take a lot of this stuff personal, or try to sit there and see that there's some ulterior motive to it other than the fact that frankly, you don't measure up. If you don't measure up, then you're going to get talked down to. If you do measure up, you will earn the respect of many people. And like I said, she's at the top of the jiu-jitsu game. She has the respect of a lot of competitors, male or female. Another one that she says here is no point in coaching the girls was a phrase she heard all too often, illustrating the deep-seated biases that persist in some gym cultures. Man, some people don't want to coach girls. They don't want any part of it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I'm recording right now. Who is that? All right, so back to this, my wife had to step in and talk to me about some mechanic stuff with the car. Like, if the otis is not triggering, then don't worry about the trigger. We'll worry about it another time. So back to this right here. I've had guys outright refuse to roll with me because they didn't want to lose to a girl. You know what? What's wrong with that too? Sometimes I don't want to. Me personally, I don't want to roll with a girl because I don't want to sit there and potentially get into a compromising position where I might end up doing something that will either hurt her or me end up doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. I don't outright refuse to roll with girls or anything like that. But if I do roll with a girl, I never, ever go above a certain amount of strength. I try to match their tempo. In fact, I tell them, hey, you can go all out on me if you want. The only time I will go all out is if I know that the girl can handle it and that she's very hyper competitive. I've grappled with some girls who are really good wrestlers. I've grappled with brown belts. I've grappled with a couple of black belts. And yeah, I'll go out because they're trying to kill me. And I say, no, you're not going to kill me. I don't mind losing. I don't have that much pride. If I get beat by a girl, in fact, I got a couple of times I got choked out by a girl. I was like, yeah, I got choked out by a girl. What's wrong with that? She's more skilled than I am. She's trained a little longer. She understands positions better. Ain't no shame in that or anything. But if men have pride too. That's not sexist. It's not sexist to have pride. They don't want their pride damaged or anything like that. They don't want to roll with girls because, hey, they don't want to end up in a compromising position either BJJ wise or any other wise. Why not? Leave them alone. That's not sexist. I've been told, oh, you don't roll like a girl, as if that's a compliment she shared, as if to be taken seriously I have to separate myself from other women. Oh, I don't know what that means. That's not sexist either. I've been told that when I've gotten in good positions or gotten submissions, you're strong. You're strong. Like, gee, thanks. You're just telling me I'm strong, but you're not telling me that I actually have a little bit of skill to pull some things off. And it doesn't seem like it's condescending. Yeah, but again, is that sexist? No, it's not sexist. And another one right here. I almost became like that myself, thinking, yeah, girls just aren't as good. She reflected. It's so ingrained that you start to believe it too. Well, then that means you're weak-minded. That's not sexist. It means you're weak-minded. But it seems like you overcame it because you're at the top of the jiu-jitsu game. So it wasn't you don't seem too weak-minded. You didn't let it bother you. You actually said, you know something, I'm going to use this as a means to get better, improve myself, and show those guys they're all wrong. That's great. That's good. If I was too girly, I wouldn't be respected, she said. I had to be tougher, train harder, improve myself constantly just to be seen as a serious competitor. Doesn't everybody? Sometimes when every time I don't train, I feel like even before I train, I sometimes feel like, am I really getting better? There's so many monsters that I train with. They can range anywhere from teenagers all the way up to older men. Then on top of that, they're anywhere from D1, D2, D3 wrestlers, football players, just naturally athletic, naturally gifted. And I'm sitting here trying to roll with them. When I get beat, I don't feel like I'm being respected. They talk shit to me, but I just let it roll off. I just take it in stride. I was like, I got choked out. I had to tap out. I tapped the pressure. All those things are gonna come, and I would love to be at her age to be able to train harder and train tougher. I'm 49 years old. I'm currently, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm nursing a knee injury. That's gonna happen. You're gonna get older, and then eventually it's gonna all go away. It's gonna all just be up to age. And a lot of people don't, frankly, a lot of the younger people, they don't respect a lot of the older people, but that's okay because I'm going in there to train to better myself, to make myself better, to be able to develop a skill set that I'm going to be able to use to defend my family or defend myself if need be. It's not really there to earn anybody else's respect. I don't care about anybody else's respect. Only respect I need is the respect of myself and my own skill set. You know? Yeah, hitting that. So me personally, none of that's sexist. None of that is sexist. That all of that is just bitching, moaning, and whining and complaining, in my view. I got to do things to get over here. I got to do things to do over there. I'm being called names. I'm being catcalled. I mean, well. Come on. Just let that stuff all slide off. And if you're being catcalled, frankly, I'd be like, hey, thanks. Thanks. Would you like to roll? Take it as an opportunity to roll with someone and show them. If they say, no, I don't want to roll with you, to say, hey, no sweat off my back. I'm going to go over here and do my own thing. She goes on to say, if we want more women in the sport, we have to change the culture. No. You don't need to change the culture. Just come in. Women always want to try to change shit where where it's exclusively to men. If you feel like if you want to change, if you want more women in the sport, why don't you just go start an all women's gym and just train with the women? Why do you have to change the culture? Huh? You guys want to change the gym culture? You want to change the sports culture? You want to change this? You want to change that? You never want to leave anything alone. Men can have spaces for men too. It's okay. It's okay for men to have spaces. Women don't have to be invited into those spaces. I remember another Instagrammer that I follow. He's another big. He just recently got his black belt, Nissim Yang. I think I'm saying that correctly. But he's a really a positive dude, and you know when you go to the gyms, you got all these women that be wearing these tight outfits, and you're wondering why the hell are you wearing those tight outfits and making themselves look all sexy, basically turning the gym into a nightclub. Or a low tier Pornhub for just with some of what they be wearing. And I came up with to say, you know, maybe it might be better if we actually not have a co-ed gyms. You know, have men have their own gyms, have women have their own gyms. And he responded back and said, "That's not it, Chief." I'm thinking, well, what do you mean that's not it? You created this video where we're having this increasing problem of women going to the gym in provocative clothing and then getting mad when men notice them and make calls to them or try to strike up conversations with them. And women say, yeah, we're just going there to try to work out. But, well, if you're trying to go there and work out, why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed in tight yoga pants? You know, why can't you just wear, like, right down, look at what Ffion Davies is wearing right here. She's wearing some gym shorts with a nice rash guard. Why can't you women wear that to the gym? You know, you can wear that to the gym and not wear anything very provocative to attract attention to you. And men now just try to avoid looking at you altogether. Say they don't want to be involved with it at all. That pisses you off. But yeah, maybe the solution here is, hey, you women go over there and train jiu-jitsu. Men, you go over there and you train jiu-jitsu. Me personally, I haven't had any problems with women training in jiu-jitsu, and a lot of where I train at, women have never, as far as I'm aware, the women have not complained about any type of situation where they're being catcalled or being disrespected. We try to respect everybody at our gym. I don't think we need to change culture. I think we just need to be a little more respectful of one another. That goes both ways. Let's not try to call everything sexism because things don't go our way. When you're at the top of the jiu-jitsu game, come on now. You already are influential. You get flown out to all kinds of places. You can do private seminars for thousands of dollars. You can give all kinds of classes, give all kinds of advice, and you are respected. You know, at the end of the day, jiu-jitsu is for everyone. No, it isn't. Jiu-jitsu is not for everyone. I hate this. It's for everyone bullshit. This is the same thing that's in gaming, especially with Xbox. Gaming is for everyone. No, gaming is not for everyone. Gaming is for people who like to play video games. It's not for everyone. And all video games are not meant for all people to play. If you aren't good at Dark Souls or Elden Ring, no, the game doesn't need to be made easier for you. Go play something else. It's the same with Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is not for everyone. Jiu-Jitsu is only for those who like Jiu-Jitsu and want to get better at Jiu-Jitsu and want to train in Jiu-Jitsu and want to try to get up to become a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. So it's like, no, don't go in there and try to change jiu-jitsu or anything like that. And that brings me back to my comment that I left over here. Overall, I'm not going to bring up my comment or anything. If you guys want to read my comment, you can pull up. No, actually, I changed my mind. Let's go back. Okay, so I left one comment right here. Oh my goodness, and that's basically the entire point of this article. Is just you're at the top of your game. That all this stuff that you're calling sexism, it pretty much is just, hey, my personal feelings have gotten hurt, and I want to say that it's called sexism. It's not. That's not sexism. That's not real sexism or anything. And I responded to this guy right here. Only BJJ related. You can tell how many guys on here are so fragile in the BJJ community. Really. We're fragile. We're all training in this very tough, demanding physical sport, and we're all fragile. Okay, probably didn't even bother to read the article and just jump straight to being offended. Like Ffion Davies here, jumping straight to being offended, been calling everything sexist because it doesn't go her way. When being offended is something they make fun of for all the time. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's not that English isn't their first language. BJJ is supposed to be a D-bag filter. It's no different than any other sport, unfortunately. There's a lot of douchebags in jiu-jitsu. Gordon Ryan, God bless him. I love Gordon Ryan. I do follow Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan call himself a douchebag, but you know something? Motherfucker can back up his douchebagness. Motherfucker can back up his douchebagness. Let me do my Umar Johnson one more time. Motherfucker can back up his douchebagness. So, no, it's not a D-bag filter. What it is a filter of people who like jiu-jitsu and people who don't like jiu-jitsu. That's what it's a filter of. Jiu-jitsu is not for everyone. And so I responded back to this guy here. That's not the first comment. Let's see. Here's my first comment. Well, where is it? No, I did. Because somebody responded to him. This is a woman right here. Captured Creatives. I am a woman. I read the article and I watched the reel and I say victim card. I agree with her. And then he responds back, fair enough. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Because, a woman just came in and just disproved his entire point. And I responded to him, owned. And he tries to respond back, good one. I said, it was a good one. Because a woman came in and entirely disproved your argument. You wanted this to be a female or a male or a female being offended by, or men being offended by a female, when in fact a female came in and said, nah, she sounds like she's playing the victim. And this is where a DR Justice comes in. You tried bashing men to appease the women. Should be ashamed of yourself. Exactly. I'm gonna give that a like. That's a simp. That's a simp for you. And then let me see. I made another comment. Well, let's see. If I could find it. Yeah, it's like this crap all over again. Actually, let me go back over here. Let me go over to my notifications because that's the easiest part to bring it up. Here we go. This is my comment to somebody else. I read the article and all she is doing is bitching. People won't teach me. I get catcalled. I get excluded. Wah. Woman is at the pinnacle of a BJJ for women and she still isn't satisfied. Yeah, just like most women. Oops, that's a sexist comment. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. When you read that entire article, she's not satisfied. She's not satisfied. That's why she didn't come down here and say, if we want more women in the sport, we have to change the culture. No. Jiu-jitsu is way beyond you. Come in, do your thing, be done, get up out. But those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with Ffion Davies that that BJJ is sexist and needs changing? The culture needs to change. At the end of the day, jiu-jitsu is for everyone. Or are you of my mindset? Yeah, it's not really sexism. You seem you seem like you're playing the victim card. Jiu-jitsu isn't for everyone, and maybe we do need separate gyms to train in, so we can avoid stuff like this. Whatever your opinion, jump down in the comments, let me know. And remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so that you'll be notified when I go live or post a video like this one. I'm thinking about going to be doing some more, or starting to do some live streams on this particular channel, but I got to wait until I can build up my channel and everything. So we'll see how what goes there. My name is Chris Bolts, signing out, and I'll catch you in the next video. You guys take it easy.